दुःखार्थ पितरं वीक्ष्य दुःखार्थो मुक्तकण्ठः रुरोध हा मुक्तकण्ठो रुरोधः ततोऽभ्येत्याश्रमं बालो गले सर्पकलेवरम् पितरं वीक्ष्य दुःखार्थो मुक्तकण्ठो रुरोधः ततोऽभ्येत्याश्रमं बालो गले सर्पकलेवरम् पितरं वीक्ष्य दुःखार्थो मुक्तकण्ठो रुरोधः ततोऽभ्येत्याश्रमं बालो गले सर्पकलेवरम् पितरं वीक्ष्य दुःखार्थो मुक्तकण्ठो रुरोधः ततः thereafter abhyetya after entering into ashramam the hermitage balaha boy gale sarpa the snake on the shoulder kalevaram body pitaram unto the father viksha having seen dukkha arthaha in a sorry flight muktakantaha loudly ruroda cried ha in the past. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Translation. Thereafter, when the boy returned to the hermitage, he saw a snake on his father's shoulder, and out of his grief he cried very loudly. Please repeat. Thereafter, when the boy returned to the hermitage, he saw a snake on his father's shoulder, and out of his grief he cried very loudly. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The boy was not happy because he committed a great mistake, and he wanted to be relieved of the burden on his heart by crying. So after entering the hermitage and seeing his father in that condition, he cried loudly so that he might be relieved. But it was too late. The father regretted the whole incident. Next shloka. Sava angiraso brahman shrutva suta vilapanam unmilya shanakair netre drushtva chamse mruthoragam. Translation. O Brahmanas, the Rishi who was born in the family of Angira Muni, hearing his son crying, gradually opened his eyes and saw the dead snake around his neck. Visrujja tamcha prapracha. Next shloka. Vatsa kamsat kasmad dhirodhishi kenavate prakrutam iti uktaha sa nyavedayet. Translation. He threw the dead snake aside and asked his son why he was crying, whether anyone had done him harm. On hearing this, the son explained to him what had happened. Purport. The father did not take the dead snake on his neck very seriously. He simply threw it away. Actually, there was nothing seriously wrong in Maharaj Parikshit's act. But the foolish son took it very seriously, and being influenced by Kali, he cursed the king. And thus ended a chapter of happy history. Dasanastha Bhaktivedanta Purport. Om Ajnanathimiranthasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we can see here today how this childish Brahmana boy, he understood that he has committed a mistake and he started crying. Rurodaha. Actually, in these 3 verses you can see how this Brahmana boy has overestimated the mistake. His father didn't even take that snake very seriously at all. He opened the eyes and he saw the boy crying. And immediately just took it away and then said, what's happening? Why are you crying? Did anybody do any harm to you? Why are you crying? Like a father. So we can see how sometimes we exaggerate the mistakes of others. Parikshit Maharaj, apparently it is a mistake. Yes, probably. But then it is a very small incident. Very small incident. We have to look at how Maharaj Parikshit was also in a certain circumstances. He was under great, so to say, thirst and hunger, and he is also in a very great stressful situation. So when he saw that the Brahmana was not responding to him, not even receiving him, not showing any hospitality, which is actually expecting very badly. So that's when, out of anger, instantaneous anger, Maharaj Parikshit has put a dead snake around the shoulder. For his stature, this is actually not a big thing. When an emperor becomes angry, he can actually punish anybody and everybody. He can punish. But of course, his culture is there, although he is little irked. I won't say anger, but he is little irked that he is not being treated properly. So that's why, but still he has the consciousness that he is a Brahman. He also saw that probably he is absorbed in meditation. And he can see that he is an exalted Brahmana. Here it is mentioned he is coming in Sava Angiraso Brahman. He is coming in the lineage of Angirasa. So you can see from the beginning of creation, these lineages are there. From Brahma came these Saptarshis, various other sages, and they propagated the progeny. And then the universe was filled up with some exalted personalities, because they are all born in a Brahmana family, got very good exalted training. The very exalted people, at least in the beginning of the universe, you can see there are many exalted families were there. First Manu, Swayambhu Manu, he is searching for handing over the daughters, even Daksha. And what are they? Whom are they looking for? They are looking for exalted sages, exalted Brahmanas. They wanted to give their children to, their daughters to such sages. And sometimes those sages will be so skinny, their bones are visible, they are completely emaciated bodies. But that's not the criteria. These exalted personalities, so that's not the criteria. Nowadays, marriage is done on a different basis, just on the criteria of the external looks. Doesn't matter how worst he is inside, his character, his behavior. This is the Kali Yuga means all dabba. Outside is good, inside is all dolla. This is Kali Yuga. Bhavarambe, big arrangements, and nothing works. This is Kali Yuga. And for small things, for example, we went to one ashrama in Hyderabad. They have 1,000 acres of land, and they have constructed a huge, big meditation hall. 40,000 people can sit, one shot. 50,000 people. And then we ask, what meditation you do? First of all, he has no clarity. He says, we focus on heart. Then heart means what? Do you see any heart in your mind? No, we don't see any heart. Then what do you do? No, inside the heart there is some light. That light we see. So we ask, do you see light or do you? No, we don't see any light. We try to experience that light. Just to experience little light, they have constructed a 1,000-acre campus. And 45,000, 50,000 people to sit in a meditation hall. They have AC comes from the tiles. What a technology. They have used all latest technology. And what are you doing? Experience little light. Now we are all experiencing light. What is so great in seeing some light and meditation? Bhavarambe, big arrangements. No stuff. Some point we asked this philosopher, what is your philosophy? Explain something. It is so complex. Nobody can understand. With 25 years of experience in some spiritual life, I have not understood one word. So they create all jugglery of words and a huge setup. There is no stuff. This is Kali Yuga. So similarly, here also you see, actually the mistake is very small, but he has taken very serious. What to take very seriously, which incident has to be taken seriously, which circumstances have to be taken seriously, which things have not to be taken seriously. This is an important discrimination. Very, very important. Pravrittasya nivrittasya. Janana vidurasana. Asura means he doesn't understand what to be done, what not to be done. He has no idea. So similarly, here we can see Tataha Abhetya Ashramam Balo. He entered into the ashram. Then what did he see? Gale Sarpa Kalevaram. He is fully conscious of the Sarpa only. As soon as he entered, he saw the Gale Sarpa. Yes, a dead snake around the shoulder. See, this is the problem with the mind or the consciousness, that if you start focusing on any one particular thing, everywhere you see only that. For example, if I ask you, okay, tell me how many items in this room having color of red, then what will you do? I think in folk boys they have done some exercise. And then you will start saying red. Tell me how many are there? Red. Any red here? See, so many red things I am seeing now. Suddenly, there is a basket, there is a tub there. The text here is red. That Buddhi is red. Plate behind is red. Till now I am not seeing actually, but because I am decided to focus on that, now I am seeing everywhere red, red, red. As soon as I enter some other room, I'll see only red. Similarly, this boy, he entered the ashram. What is he seeing? Gale Sarpa. That's the first thing he's seeing. His whole consciousness is focused on this snake, that too dead snake. Gale Sarpa Kalevaram. Then Pitaram Viksha, he saw the father with the dead snake. And then Dukkhartha, become very, very grief-stricken. And then Muktakanta, Ruroda, get out of Malvat. He started crying very loudly. Sometimes when there is lot of grief, there is lot of dukkha inside, it comes out as a cry, a loud cry. So he is already having dukkha, that he has done a great mistake. He is also able to see. But there is a big mistake he has done. Such a big personality, how he can curse like that? And then also that is added by this sarpa, gale sarpa, that has triggered. Whatever dukkha is, it all came out. And that's why muktakanto, muktakantanto, yadodamalpita. Rurodaha, he started crying. This is what it is. He understood that there is, he has done something wrong, and then so he started crying to get relief. And Prabhupada is saying, but it was too late. Why? He already uttered the words. The father regretted the whole incident. So you will see, father is not happy. So when he started crying, like that, then what happened? Sava Angiraso Brahman, the Brahmana who is coming in the family of Angira Muni, such an exalted lineage, Shrutva Suta Vilapanam. See how nice, wonderful Sanskrit. The language is so nice. Here, Shrutva, by hearing, Suta Vilapana. Vilapana means crying. So Suta Vilapanam, by hearing his cry, Unmilya Shanakair Netre. Shanakair means step by step, slowly. Unmilya, his closed eyes, he started opening. Shanakair Netre, the eyes started opening. Who is this? Why this boy is crying? Društva cha amshe. Amshe means on the shoulder. He saw Mruta Uragam. He saw the dead snake. That crying he heard, then immediately started opening his eyes. And then he also saw, okay, there is a snake around here. Then what did he do? Did he taken the snake thing very seriously? No. Visrujjatam cha prapracha. Just taken away. He just threw it away and then prapracha. He asked, Vassa kasmadhi rodsi. Vassa means my child. Kasmat, what for? You are crying. His focus is on the child who is crying so loudly. Any father know? If a son cries loudly, obviously he will not be able to. So he has not taken it very seriously. Just threw it away. And then kenavate apakrutam. Anybody has done any harm to you? Misbehaved with you? Iti uktaha, being asked, nyavedayet. He explained everything. That boy has explained everything. So you can see what is actually a minor incident is been blown out of proportion by this Brahmana boy. He wanted to misuse, he misused his Brahminical power, he wanted to show off. He took a small incident as a very big incident, and unnecessarily he has cursed an exalted personality like Maharaj Parikshit. Similarly, in our day-to-day incidents also, we should know what are the small things and what are the things that has to be taken seriously. We should not look at small mistakes of other Vaishnavas and take it very seriously. We should not. We should not blow the incident out of proportion. You only saw a small thing, but when you are presenting, you should not make it very big. We should be attached to truth. In Krishna consciousness, we all want to attain absolute truth. We are all interested in absolute truth. We are worshippers of the truth, but absolute truth. So, if that is the case, we should be very careful to only look for truth, not masala. Truth is little, you add a lot of masala and make it, big sabji. We should not cook many things. But then you may say, how we don't do generally. No, it all happens in the mind. You see something very small, and then mind starts cooking, adding more things. No, this is what. He has done this because his intentions are like this. But my dear sir, how you can understand the intentions of other devotees? What is there in his heart? Nobody can understand. So that's why in our day-to-day interactions in the ashrama, we should be simply looking for truth. Particularly if it is connected to other Vaishnavas, better to clarify before you make up your mind. Clarify. Prabhu, I saw you doing something. In my mind something else is coming. But what is your intention? If you feel that you will take it wrongly, at least you should escalate to someone else and ensure that truth is established. If we are unable to establish material truth, or the truth which is we are seeing all around us, then how can we ever reach absolute truth, which is Krishna? Krishna is the absolute truth. Satyam param dhimahi. He is the Satyam Padam, Param Satyam. So, as devotees, we should always be seeing Param Satyam in everything. Something happens wrongly, something happens rightly, something happens in a different way. You saw many things, but we should see Param Satyam. Here Brahmana, he is supposed to see at least Satyam, Satuguna. And we are supposed to see not only just Satyam, but Param Satyam. Krishna's hand, this is what devotees see. Brahmanas are supposed to see at least what is the truth. For example, if that Brahmana boy analyzed nicely, he will think, Arey, he is such an exalted emperor. I don't know what exactly happened when he entered into my father's ashram. I don't know. Maybe he has put or he may not put. He doesn't know, no. He should have taken it in a very differently. He should have established the truth. He simply heard somebody saying, let's put, he's a dog, he is this, he is that, all these kinds of things, because he's already concluded. So very unfortunate. So similarly, so that's why he is called Kali, first victim representative. Kali is attacking the truth. One of the pillars of dharma is truthfulness. Now here, this boy has become puffed up. That means his austerities have made him proud. This is also Kali's attack on one more leg, austerity. So like that, the Kali has made him victim, and then he started, he cursed like that. So he is actually supposed to say truth, what exactly happened. For a devotee, he has to see not only just truth, material truth, but he also should see Krishna, the absolute truth. Like when the news reaches Parikshit Maharaj, you will see how Parikshit Maharaj takes this. He sees that, okay, it is truth. Yes, I have done a mistake. Yes, cursed me. Fine. But he also sees one more. What is that? Krishna's wish is there. The Lord has permitted this to happen. So he accepts it very gracefully. He takes it very gracefully. He is not criticizing, he is not counter-cursing. He is not cursed that Brahmana boy. How dare he is cursing me, so I'll also curse. Vaishnavas don't do that. But you see in Daksha Yajna time, in the assembly of Daksha, when Lord Shiva doesn't get up when Daksha is entering the assembly, you will see that curses and counter curses and everything, bus, cuss, cuss. But whereas Maharaj Parikshit, so exalted devotee, he took it, very nice. Chodo, all himself chodo. He went to the banks of the Ganges and happily is hearing Bhagavatam. So devotee, he takes it as a nice opportunity for him to focus more on the Lord, nice opportunity to reform himself, spend some time in the association of the Supreme Lord. This is what he thinks. So similarly, in our day-to-day life, there could be many incidents that may be happening. Apparently, we are not very happy, but see the absolute truth. If Krishna doesn't permit, why will this come to me? Sometimes some devotees, they are apprehensive. Prabhu, these people are increasing, those people are increasing. Some other religion is increasing, this religion is increasing, this conversion, there are so many things. Don't worry, unless Lord permits, it will not happen. Why they are getting so much money, so much of influence and all those things, we don't know. What is the ultimate plan of the Supreme Lord? But we will see, Krishna has permitted, so they are growing. In this life, in this world, somebody is born, he grows, stabilizes, dwindles, goes away. Ordinary human body goes through that, social body goes through that. These so-called religions also will go like that only. Now it's a building, there will be something. Then even to Sanatana Dharma this can happen. Kala is so powerful. It can create these gaps. Grows like that and then it can also dwindle. But then Krishna comes again. If something is not coming, he gives a push. So that again the Sanatana Dharma goes on. Okay? So don't become unduly worried about all these things. Do your sadhana nicely. Preach. Go on preaching. Glorify Prabhupada. Glorify Krishna. Krishna wanted this moment. Prabhupada wanted this moment to spread. So everywhere you go, you should do your work and also to preach. Let us say you go to purchase some vegetables. Give one mantra card to that vegetable man. Make him chant one mantra. You go somewhere, you are waiting on the two-wheeler, red signal, waiting. Next somebody comes. Give one card and say Hare Krishna. Devotees take every opportunity to spread Prabhupada's mission. Krishna's mission. Every opportunity. If one more jiva comes into his nearby, immediately he wants to give. Okay, so every opportunity he wants to take in order to spread this mission. Otherwise, so here, unfortunate, this Balaka, he could not estimate properly because his intelligence is clouded because of anger and because of pride and all that. So that's why Prabhupada is saying, a happy history has been disturbed. He says, ended a chapter of happy history. This boy has ended. After all, this major incident could not have been possible without Krishna's direct arrangement. So that's why this is a Krishna's direct arrangement. And Acharyas have explained this is because Lord wants to reveal Srimad Bhagavatam, the wonderful Purana, Amala Purana, to manifest into this world. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorified this Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhupada has glorified, he has given these purports. It is available. In Kali Yuga, Srimad Bhagavatam is available in a language that we can understand. Now we should take advantage, read again and again. Little time is there, read. 5 minutes time is there, just read. 15 minutes is there, read. Don't wait for 1 hour. Or some 2 hours I'll read. No. 5 minutes, 2 minutes, just immediately open, read one shloka nicely, go on thinking, memorizing. This is our life. Don't waste any life. Particularly young boys, they're all there. Outside world will be forced to read big books. And then I remember we have taken one course in some electrical science or something like that. There is one author called B.L. Tareja. Yes, this much book is there. And then there is one more, some thermodynamics or something. This much book is there. Sure, we read all that. Don't remember anything, 1 paisa of it. So, outside forced reading, we have done it. But here, that reading tendency can be utilized nicely. You are all young, you should be eager, hungry to read and understand. Read. Shravanam is a good exercise. So nicely read Bhagavatam, understand nicely interactions, how Krishna is involved. Then those things we can apply in our day-to-day life.
Hare Krishna. Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Never miss any updates.